This is searching for a job, Unit 308. We're just going to have a look at activity number 9. We've already looked at different places, or we might, if you've not done that unit yet, we'll be looking at another time. But in this case, what we want to look at is very simply types of training, different types of training or opportunities in the workplace. Now, there's only so many different training opportunities in the workplace. You can do apprenticeships. Apprenticeships do tend to be for the younger element. There tends to be an age band on these, 18 to 25. This is a case of working alongside a professional until you get fully qualified yourself. Often the money is very, very poor in apprenticeships, only a little bit over minimum wage. That's the only problem. But of course, once you've got a trade, you can earn pots of cash. So it is a good route for people under 25. Another method of training, brilliant in the workplace, is an NVQ. You'll have heard of NVQs, stands for National Vocational Qualifications. Now, this is a qualification you can get while you're actually working. In fact, you can only get it while you're working. You can't do it just by going to a training place. You have to be in a place of work. The great thing is about it, NVQs you can do in any subject, from hang gliding to helicopter flying to sewing. So you can do them in any subject and virtually at any level, from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So you can do these at any level. The way it works is, first of all, you need to get a job, because this only works in the workplace. But if you've got a job working in a shop, say, rather than just waste your time just being a shop worker for the whole of your life, you could do an NVQ in retail at level 1, level 2, level 3, and you can keep going. What all you need to do, you would normally contact the local college, in our case Loughborough College, and they will send an NVQ assessor, and all they do with NVQs, they assess what you can do. So they'll come round once every couple of weeks. Can you put money in a till? Do you know how to answer the phone to a customer? And they'll tick off the objectives. They do take quite a long while because you're only being seen once a fortnight, but it is something you can learn as you're working, and I highly recommend that you don't just stay in a dead-end job. This is your ticket out of here, because once you've got that on your certificate, obviously you can move up the ladder. Other opportunities, as you might imagine, is voluntary work. The good thing about voluntary work is, obviously you're not being paid for it, but it does get you in a work routine, and it does give you learning skills, and you can add it to your CV, i.e. you've got all the training and all the skills. If you're doing voluntary work in the shop, it's no different skill-wise or duty-wise to doing it for paid work, and that can go on your CV with all the qualities, and employers will definitely consider those. Just because you're not being paid will not affect your chances. Work placements, this is where it's not exactly voluntary work. You get your benefit just the same way, but you work it's like an extended interview. So you work for a company for a 1 week or 2 weeks, give them a chance to assess you. You should take on work placements where possible, because again, you're learning the skills on the job, and that could turn into a full-time job if you complete your work placement successfully. Then, of course, there's on-the-job training, and that will vary from what sort of job that you actually do. If you're working in a warehouse, it could include things like manual handling training. It'll just be a 1-day training, health and safety training, or specifics on using a particular machine or something like that. Because there's only so many methods of training, you could use that list basically there. On your booklet, if you can think of any other methods of training, just add them in there. Okay, that's it really for the training opportunities, different places that you could train.